What's up, everybody? Welcome to the late stream. So, tonight we're going to be talking about how this new Bored Ape game, people are paying thousands and thousands of dollars for it. And as you might have seen on the title that I'll bring up right here, is there's articles covering this that says like the first Bored Ape NFT game costs 23 plus $100 for 3 weeks of play. That's one of the first articles I read about it when just looking at like general news, and this is basically how the general public views NFTs. However, this is incredibly wrong. It's not at all how it works. This is actually what they are considering a skilled mint. So, in other words, you have 3 weeks to play this game. And after the 3 weeks, if you are a good gamer, or depending on what tier and multiplayer, which we'll get into later, then you'll be able to mint the next NFT, which could be a lot of high value. The NFT is, I want to say speculated. It's almost certain that it's going to be like a mecha Bored Ape. It's in the code. It literally says robot like in the code. There's been like speculation. There's been like a lot of hints towards it. There's been leaks of like a mecha or Bored Ape arm. So it's all but sure that this is going to be a mecha of some sort. But that's what the game is about. So let's actually like look into the gameplay and look at let's look into like what it's trading for right now. So we'll go to actually I'll pull up Blur for you right here and make this a little bit bigger. And as you see right here, so it might be a little dark. These are currently sitting at 2 Ethereum with with $12,000 or 12,000 Ethereum in volume in just 2 days, which is incredible. If you're not familiar with this, this is the highest volume day in NFTs that we've had probably since summer. Definitely since before October. I checked the analytics earlier on Dune. And these were free to claim for Bored Ape holders. So congrats to them on their free 2 Ethereum right off the bat, which is around over $3,000. And that's just tier one. There's actually 4 tiers, with obviously tier 4 being the highest at a 5.79 floor. Some of these ape holders really got away nice with these. Essentially, the difference to my understanding with these tiers is that the higher the tier you have, the more the multiplier you have in the game. So if you score well and you like get up on the leaderboard, you're possibly going to, or you're going to get a more rare mint. So if you're already good at gaming, it is obviously like a pay to win style. If you're already good at gaming and you have a tier 4, that's your best chance at like getting to the top of the leaderboard. If you're very good at gaming and you just get a tier 1, you still might be able to get above average. I think a lot of people are probably just going to hit play just to be able to get the bare minimum NFT and just call it a day. But I'm really interested to see. Right now, people are very competitive. We're going to look at that. You can see on the charts right here, like there's so much volume going on. It's absolutely nuts. If you're wondering why these are in different brackets, because it's different tiers. So obviously tier 4 up here, tier 3 right here, 2 and 1. Absolutely leading the way in the market and NFTs. You can tell on actually trending right now is these Hasbula NFTs, which is pretty funny. Oh man, a lot of people are buying these, but we're not talking about this in this video. We're still talking about the sewer passes. Sewer passes. We'll look at the OpenSea real quick before we dive in. OpenSea again, 2.03 ETH, a little bit over the Blur that we just looked at, and they're flying off the shelves. 4% listed. So for these being a free pass, only 4% listed after like the temptation of just like getting that 2 Ethereum right off the bat. I mean, that's pretty good in my opinion. People are just handing you $3,000 and you're like, only 4% of people are actually taking that. Now there is more supply to be minted. There's 30,000 total. That doesn't mean 30,000 are going to mint. Maybe somewhere between 20, 25,000. So there's still, 8,000 more at least at the market. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. Anyways, if you're clicking on this and you don't really care about NFTs, but you just kind of want to like know more about the game and see gameplay, it's all over Twitter right now. People are playing it. So this isn't their like metaverse game. This isn't like their other deed or anything like that. This is just the like competitive mint style game. It's supposed to be like this fun temple run style game that you compete for a couple weeks for a chance to get rarity brackets. So like if you're looking at this and you're like, "Oh, the apes did a terrible job on their game," it's not really what it's about. It's a competitive mint. There's obviously all over the internet people playing, memes about it, and overall, you can play on your phone. You can play on your Here's a good example of it. I don't know if the sound's playing. I'll turn it off just in case. Um, but yeah, so you're in the sewer. This is where it gets so ironic just for NFTs, and you you are. It's gonna be cringy just to talk about. You're in the sewer and you're driving around, and you're gonna see how far you can get while collecting, different things. Apparently, the people who get the furthest in the sewer get this key. This key is part of a story where this monkey named Jimmy ate the key and then pooped out the key. So now you're playing this game called Dookie Dash. So yes, you heard that correctly. People are paying $3,000 for the absolute cheapest one to play this game called Dookie Dash to get a key that came out of a monkey's butt. That is exactly what they're doing, and it's kinda hilarious, that, that this is where the market's at right now, and this is the blue chip, if you wanna say, of the NFT market. It's just funny, if anything. I know it's a little late where I live, feel free to hop in chat if you have any opinions on it. There's a couple more things I wanted to point out about it. I think I have one pulled up. I had it favorited. Let me go to my favorites. Um, I thought this was kinda cool. So this guy is a white cap hacker, and he tried to hack into the game just to see if it could be exploited to test the security out, and it gave him this message. And I'll, pull that up a little bigger for you if you can't see it. Basically, "Did you really think you could scam us?" And then called him a name. I thought that was pretty funny, pretty innovative on his part to do that for somebody who's like clearly trying to exploit. And he wasn't doing it for malicious reasons. He was just doing it just to test the security. He's a pretty well known figure in the NFT community. Matter of fact, I probably need to follow him just to kind of keep up. But I thought that was really interesting. I don't know, just overall, this whole thing is pretty nuts. I wanted to do a quick live to cover it. I probably should just did a video instead of a live, but it is what it is. But let's look at some people that are maybe playing the game right now. I think the game just went down a little bit, so let's see. Yo, what's up, Justin? Justin said all the little Jimmies and their pie in the sky degeneracy. Yeah, what can you even say, man? Like, it's the absolute, like, a degen thing. It's kinda funny, like, honestly, like, the game I wish I had a chance. It'd almost be cool if they allowed, like, non-holders to play it and, like, obviously not compete, just, like, kinda have, like, their own separate bracket. I don't know why they didn't do that, maybe just to, like, cause FOMO, but, yeah, this is the game. The game that Sewer Pass players can play is called Dookie Dash. It is a fun mobile game that you can play over and over again until you get the best possible score. It does look fun. Like, it looks like one of those games that, like, I would spend way too much time on, which I do all the time. Like the Flappy Birds. I don't know if you guys remember Flappy Birds when it first came out, but like I put a lot of time into that just because it's one of those silly games that you can pick up. You can either play for 1 minute or you can play for 20 minutes, 30, whatever. Yo, what's up, Shane? Game is down, but it's pretty fun going for a high score. Oh, Shane, you got a sewer pass. Did you buy it off the secondary, or did you have a Yuga ad set that gave you the airdrop? So yesterday, if you're wondering, like, obviously I'm making this video. Like, do I own any? Unfortunately, I do not. I don't. Let me pull up this blur again. Let's see if it shows it on the chart. Let's see. I don't know if I can show it on the blur chart or not. But basically yesterday it dipped all the way to 1.1. Yeah, here it is. No, that was 1.4. It dropped to 1.1 for like a couple of minutes yesterday. And I was actually watching it and I was like, you know what? I want to pick one up between 1.1 and 1.3. And then I had a Twitter space that I had to get to as like part of work basically. And so I got on Twitter Space, and by the time I got off, it was at 1.5, and I didn't want to chase it because it just got scooped by like, a ton of whales at that time, and I really didn't want to buy between 1.5 and 2. If for some reason like The remaining 8 will again, it can be up to 30,000, but let's just say there's 20,000 total. If the remaining 8,000 decide to floor theirs and somehow the floor cuts in half, which I don't know, we'll see. I'll probably pick one up. I think they're gonna be valued over Other Deed. Obviously, they're already valued over Other Deed. I would love to have had one at around 1 ETH, but I didn't get it. Shane got it off secondary. Did you see the Mecha Suit Alpha? I haven't seen actually, I'll pull it up. I haven't seen it, like, myself, but I heard about it, and let me move this real quick. Yeah, I haven't seen it myself. I heard about it. Let me look it up while, uh, while we're talking about it. But I know it's, like, guaranteed basically that it's gonna be mecha, so it's even in the code. Oh, here we go. I found it. Let me pull this up. This is this is probably the best we're gonna get with this. So I see 3 different mecha suits, 1 ape mutant at the center of the image, Doggo in the right corner, Coda to the left of the mutant. So yeah, I wonder if these are gonna be like NFTs you put on. This is it's pretty sick. I don't know, man. This is very different. I guess this is like maybe a mecha suit you put on your Hyuga assets, but if that's the case, then are you're not really buying an asset in the ecosystem. You're buying like a suit to it. Like, is this gonna be like a duplicator style? If so, that's gonna lead to a lot of disappointment. At least in my opinion. Because like duplicators off of Doodles, which is essentially like these accessories you put on your NFTs. Now maybe like they'll like really need these, but I was kind of hoping for like a separate NFT in the Huga ecosystem. But I don't know. I wonder if there's any other ones besides that. Looks like there's a lot of like subtle touches towards the mecha suit, but that's probably Shane. Was this what you were referring to though? This diagram right here. It's pretty cool. This is a good little find. Overall, these sewer passes have been like crushing in a good way, I guess. Like the NFT market, like I said, they've really been leading the way in volume. Right now, though, this is kind of nuts. Like, hold on, how many people bought this thing? This Habula's NFT is like getting bought like crazy. Like it's at 0.15. What's it at right now? It's at 0.14 right now. There's got to be some alpha on this. People were buying. Dang, this ETH millionaire was number 16 trader by realized profits in 2022, and he just bought so many of these things. How much was the average buy for these? 0.07. Dang, some people got in for cheap, but 170 notable traders bought into this Hasbula NFTs. And I'm getting a little distracted here, but that's nuts. Lots of speculation, but maybe to reward based off of your score. That would make sense. I don't know, like, how that's gonna go, like, I guess, like, if you get a really good score, you're gonna get a mecha suit for, like, the Bored Ape, whereas, like, if you, like, get the bottom tier score, maybe it's gonna be for the Doggo. I don't really know how that's gonna work. Really interested to see what these Hasbulas do, but that's for another day. Yeah, the sewer pass thing is just crazy, though. I feel like I missed the train, and I actually really wanted in on it. I was willing to drop over an ETH on it. I'm not willing to drop 2 ETH on it. Um, but dude, they've just been going crazy. 12,000 volume in 2 days. Yo, what's up, Carl? Welcome to the live stream. Just gonna talk a little bit about what was going on with this game pass. So I mentioned at the beginning, but there's like 4 passes. Each one will get you like a different multiplier towards like these points, and the higher points you score, the more you are to get rewarded on whatever we are speculating about. But my whole point of this video is one, just to hang out. That's why I'm going live. But two, like if those are watching later, like read things like this, which is ironically my thumbnail. I just want to clear that up. The first Bored Ape NFT game that costs $2,300 for 3 weeks of play, like that's just not true. Like I guess that's the definition of clickbait, something that's, like, not true, but you're gonna use it as a title anyways. Like, I would at least rather clickbait that is, like, relative, to, like, what you're gonna talk about, but I don't know. That's just, yes, you do play it for 3 weeks, but the whole point of it It's not even like a game. It is a game, but the whole point of said game is to win a mint. It's like a competitive mint style. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. I think it gives like gamers a good chance. A lot of like NFTs and crypto and Web3, I feel like has a chance at like Web3 gaming. I think is going to be huge, or at least could be huge. And I think this is the first step if you're just really good at a game to like be able to turn like something small into something big. I mean, again, it's not like a small upfront investment, but like if you could have got in cheaper on that tier 1 pass and you're just a really good gamer and you get a really high score, you're going to be rewarded based off of that. So you do in a sense get paid just for being good at video games. Now it is kind of pay to win because there are different tiers, and if you have obviously if you have that ticket 4, then you have a better chance. But ultimately, hopefully it's not exploited and people don't like hack it. It looks like people already tried and failed, but yeah, ultimately the people that are best at video games are gonna do really well in this. It's just so ironic, everything that goes on around it. Let's see like what there's people playing. Shane said it was down, so I don't think there's gonna be anybody like live right now. Obviously the apes are kind of hyping it. I'm already seeing like breakdowns of this is how you get good at Dookie Dash. She said, "I knew this looked familiar." And Digimon, it does look a lot like that, but the ape one actually looks a lot better. I was actually on a space, just a couple hours ago with the founder of Zynga, and, he was talking Web3 gaming, and that was very interesting. I really enjoyed it, just kinda giving insights about Web3 gaming. Sneaky, Sneaky said, "How y'all just gonna say Dookie Dash without skipping a beat like it's normal?" That is so true. Gian said, "We, gave up on normal a while ago." Jane said, "Still down, just tried it." Yeah, so basically, I'm gonna be watching this for the next, like, week or so. I am pretty decent at games like this. Didn't get a notification key. Yeah, I'll do a recap, Big A. Just give me just a second. Um in a couple weeks, I'll be looking at this for the next few weeks, and if it goes down, I'll probably pick one up because like I am good at like quirky little games like this. So the recap of this live, if you're just tuning in, is basically I wanted to explain people doing articles like this. The first Bored Ape NFT game costs 2,300 for 3 weeks of play. Um, why? You know, why does it cost 2,300 for 3 weeks of play? The whole point is that it is a fun little game, but it's a competitive mint. It's like a new innovation. So you're playing to be able to mint these what is almost guaranteed mecha bored apes essentially from Huga. And which could obviously be comparable value of other assets of the Huga ecosystem. But like articles, like it's so easy to take this and run with it if you're not into crypto and NFTs and just be like, wow, people are paying this much just to play a game for 3 weeks. But that's not really true. Like you are playing for 3 weeks, but you're playing for something, and everybody gets something. So the let me pull these up. So these are the past tiers that you get, and you could either buy them on secondary, um, or you got them airdropped if you had a Huga asset. But essentially, there's 4 tiers. Each tier that goes up, you get a multiplier bonus towards your points. So it makes it, in a sense, pay to win. But at the end of the day, the best gamers are going to rise to the top. And a tier 1, I guess, could probably just do just as well as a tier 4. And yeah, so tier 1 doesn't have the same multiplier that a tier 4 does. I don't know like the exact breakdown of points multiplier. I just know you have an advantage at tier 4. That's why there is a $4,000 price difference. Let's see, these are 3,000. Tier 4 is actually at almost a 60th floor. These are 9.3 thousand, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. People are playing for a high score to be a competitive mint, to be able to mint these probably mecha apes in the Huga ecosystem or mecha suits. So we're kind of waiting to see what it is for sure. And ultimately, this is like blowing up crypto and NFT Twitter. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to cover it too, because I mean, we've seen, let me pull this up real quick. We've seen more volume today. I'll show you the chart instead of just talking about it. I like going under just the OpenSea one. So this is a volume on OpenSea alone. Um, the volume yet a day ended technically. Oh wait, what is today? The 19th. Yeah. So 22.6 million dollars in volume. We haven't seen that since this chart like goes back. Like it goes back to October 22nd. I'm thinking it might have been like summer that whenever the I think other deed was in summer. So probably like July was probably the last time we saw this volume. So yeah, all these months and today was today, depending on where you live or when you're watching this video, is the highest volume day in NFTs we've had in almost half a year. um, I like this though, Shane. Shane said, "I seen dudes with tier one being better than tier four. Nerds going hard right now. I broke in the top 1,000." That's awesome. Like I really like the like competitive like anybody has a shot, like if you're a really good gamer, then you could do just as well as like somebody who's trying to pay to win. I think that's a cool because like right now, like I feel like with the whole ecosystem, it is kind of like the rich get richer because like if you bought an ape, you got airdropped a mutant. If you had a mutant and an ape, you got airdropped ape to ape coin. If you had that, oh yeah, then you got airdropped like the dogs. So it's like all these like free airdrops for whoever like got lucky or was rich already. But this is, even though it was still a little expensive to buy into, essentially somebody could have bought, a pass for 1 point, let's say 3 ETH was the average yesterday. And if they're a really good gamer, they could get a high score, get a really, really rare mecha or whatever is going to come out and do really well on that, possibly. Obviously, a cringe statement, but obviously not financial advice. But just at the end of the day, like that possibility of somebody who's just good at games could kind of climb their way to the top based off this mint. So I think it's a cool way to do it. I think it's an innovative way for NFTs. Um, I'm kind of happy with it. Again, I'm not in it because I missed my opportunity, my buy-in opportunity. So I guess I'm just gonna be stuck buying these Hasbulas. Are these even revealed? No, they're not. Why are these running? Sold out in 10 minutes. Well, why are these running? What is this? Oh my gosh. 286,000 followers. Do I need to buy one of these right now? 286,000 followers. Hasbula official profile and NFT project. I didn't know this was like a normal thing. Also, he's got like Sasuke. Dude, some of these are funny. Oh, you got Frieza back there. What the heck? Got Frieza. Got Sasuke. Got Walt off of Breaking Bad. I feel like I should notice these other characters, and I don't. But oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. That's why people are buying these. Yeah. Don't be surprised if you wake up tomorrow and I bought one of these Hasbulas. And you know what? I think I'm going to end this live on that. Shout out to Justin, Shane, Carl, Big A, all of you guys for stopping by this really late for me stream. I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit, hear some thoughts, have some conversation. Hope this like did a good recap for those that watch afterwards on just kind of what's going on with the Bored Ape ecosystem, what's going on with the cement, and like headlines. Um, Big A said he's in the VV Discord from time to time. But who is this? Hasbullah is? I don't know. I don't know which one. I'm active on like the VV side of Twitter, but I'm not as active on Discord. Just VV Discord. I don't know why. Oh, I didn't know that. What the heck? Yeah, I had no idea. What do you know? That's cool. Oh, that's what this this one is. This kid. I didn't know that. What the heck? That's some awesome alpha. I'll have to check that out. Sweet. Big A, hope that helped, man. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for giving me some alpha on Hasbula. I might buy one of these tonight. I guess we'll see. Thanks everybody for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.